Good morning, everyone.
Welcome back to another episode of Eagles Nest Podcast. We were going to be in our new room today, but things happened.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I had to get a rental car. Things went sideways, south.
all kinds of stuff. But anyway, we're back here. But as always, we're with the Eagle Homes team, brokered by Coldwell Realty, your go-to podcast for the best local happenings, hidden gems of southeastern Wisconsin, northern Illinois. I, of course, am Brad Brewer.
And I'm Vincent Devall. So today we're here to get you hyped up for one of the coolest community events happening this summer, Experience Burlington Days. Rolling out right here in downtown Burlington this Friday and Saturday, July 18th and 19th. So pretty excited to talk about it a little bit, share some of the events that are coming up, and hopefully you guys will be down here and the weather will be great and we'll get to enjoy some time together. So.
If you're looking for family fun, great food, live music, unique shopping, Lauren, of course, who was on last week. She's right downtown, so I'm sure she'll be open this weekend. So tons of vendors selling everything from antiques, aforementioned Lauren, collectibles, as well as local crafts, goodies, food, beverage, music, everything.
All good stuff planned for this weekend. So let's start with Friday, July 18th, from I think it starts mid-afternoon to about 5 o'clock on Wellenhoff Square Park, close to Maxwell Street Market. So tons of vendors will be there selling everything from antiques, collectibles, like you said, different crafts, prepackaged goodies, homemade items. Great way to kick off, just the whole event itself.
And right next to it, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., you'll have an opportunity to do the Friends of the Library book sale. Also, Wymoff Square, is that?
I think that's how it's.
It's funny, I've never pronounced that before in my life, or had to. It's the square right next to the library, basically.
Yeah.
It's the perfect place to snag some summer reads, all while supporting, of course, our local library.
And if you don't know, local library is doing a fundraiser, just throwing this in there, where you can donate I think it's like an 8x4 brick or an 8x8 brick, to raise funds for the library rehab that is going to be happening.
I think they're doing, if I recall, I don't have that in front of me, but it's a remodel and I believe an expansion to the library.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that expansion part. I know they've got a big fundraiser going on and they've done quite well, but all dollars
make a difference. Yeah. So downtown will be busting all day long on Friday with sidewalk sales plus food and drinks available throughout the city. Local businesses are pulling out all the stops, so make sure to pop in to the shops, grab some lunch or coffee. And Brad, do you see the note that there's going to be some free Nestle cookies all day on Friday?
That, for many people, maybe including myself, I am slimming down. So if you haven't noticed,
Camera.
So I'll probably try and camera adds at least 15. But no, anyway, no, that's definitely worth the trip, Vince. I definitely want to take the time to stop by. I'll just eat really well this week so I can have a little splurge day.
I like it
because nothing better than a nice, delicious
warm cookie. Yeah. So let's jump into Saturday. Oh, that's where all the fun is.
Yes, Saturday, July 19th is when things really take off. Everything kicks off bright early again with the Maxwell Street Market from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Friends of the Library book sale, of course. And then I think some other stuff too, right?
Yeah. Saturday is going to bring a huge lineup of activities all over downtown. So let's talk about some of those highlights. For our kids, there's going to be a bouncy house on Pine Street.
Just for kids?
I don't know if they let me in it last year. I don't think they did. I think I did get X-nayed because my youngest wanted me to go with.
I guess this big kid won't be there.
So 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. they'll have the bouncy house. There'll also be the Lynch and Miller new car show on Washington Street.
I don't need that temptation in my life.
But the bouncy house or the car show?
Either.
Yeah. And then the Nash Antique Car Show on East Chestnut from about 10 to 3. Some of those cars are out there a little longer because they're, the owners are, enjoying Experience Burlington as well. But check out the new cars and the old cars. And the best one yet, Mechanical Bull. You can do a Mechanical Bull ride in the Chestnut Street Loop from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Brad, I can see you trying this one.
Yes, I'll admit I could. I don't think with my back I should, or your hip. So, but if you want to try it, Vince, I will. I'll be there cheering you on. Just tell me when you're going.
We'll see. What's it worth to us? Like, what's the over under on how long I can last on a bowl, and how much do I get paid?
I get really nervous during golf season doing anything to end that early. So
that's why.
But I would not put money on me staying on very long.
Yeah. And so also don't forget to stop by and see all your local downtown vendors. Once again, all day long we'll be offering sales, hosting different events right there in their shops. It's a perfect chance to support small businesses, get to know the owners, and maybe discover some hidden gems.
Yeah. And then we're gonna head on to the next segment, which now this I can get into. So tell us, Vince, what's next?
One of my favorites, it's the dunk tank. It runs from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. in the Chestnut Street Loop and benefits the EXB Scholarship Funds, or it might be XB Scholarship Fund. So come take a shot at dunking some local celebrities and help a good cause.
Do you know any of the celebrities?
I did not see the list this year.
I'd like to see the list. I will not be one of them because I'm not a celebrity. 1, 2, don't ask me to. 3, I have been in one before and was the one getting dunked. It's actually kind of fun.
It's kind of fun.
And it's definitely fun to be on the other side throwing and trying to dunk that person. So that you could definitely see me at. So
last year my daughters got to throw balls at the mayor and dunk them. And he was a hoot. Like, he supported it. He was antagonizing, and it was a great time. So
I remember John Schultz being in that, and if you guys have had a chance, our mayor John Schultz has a great sense of humor.
Yep.
I actually hope he's doing it again. Again, we don't know, but that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. And
then of course don't miss the iconic Duck Dash. It's a live 50-50 raffle, happening at 4:30 p.m. at the Wymoff Park. That's
the Jucker Park behind Adrian.
Yeah.
So right behind Adrian's on the bridge is where they dump it off.
Yeah, I don't know where that was at.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta learn. I think I knew everything downtown. I'm getting shocked today.
Yeah. So what you do is you buy a duck. You buy a number on a duck. It's in this, they're in big tubs, and they dump all the tubs over the edge of the bridge at the same time, and then watch it race and maybe even win some cash while helping support local scholarships.
That'd be great. That'd be pretty cool. I'll take some winnings there. That seems like something for you with your horseshoe that you would probably win.
Yeah, probably. I should buy a couple ducks. See what happens.
Yeah. Vince is a lucky horseshoe.
I do at times. Not all the time.
I won't tell you where it's at. But anyway,
let's jump into some music entertainment. Now these are huge parts of Experience Burlington Days, and I really feel like this year they've expanded the stages, expanded where you can see some local entertainment. So I'm going to jump in right now. There's going to be, I believe, 4 stages set up. So we have West Chestnut, North Pine, Chestnut and Pine, and then Washington and Pine. So kind of at the corners. So I'll talk about West Chestnut with Mason Gill at 11:30, Busy at 2 p.m., Georgia Ray at 4:30, and then 7 o'clock, Aaron McGroovy Trio.
So have you seen any of these groups before we move on?
I've seen Mason Gill and Georgia Ray.
Mason Gill, nice young man here, locally Burlington.
Yep.
I'd say kid, but young man.
Yeah.
He's adult. I've heard his music, he's really good, and I've heard Georgia, of course. I've not seen Fizzy or Aaron McGroovy.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited. We'll be down here most of the day. My daughter's dancing. Actually, I think I'll let you do the stage 2.
So North Pine, we're going to be kicking off at noon with the Jacob Stonebush and the Parkview. Then 2:30, Dolly and Sadler. Then 5 p.m. Charlie Ray, and then the Kenny Hotop band lasts at 7:30 on that stage. None of those, by the way, I don't think I've seen.
Yeah, I've seen Charlie Ray. That's it.
Okay.
But we also love to go to see a bunch of random live music, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And next, stage 3, Chestnut and Pine. We have the Lofty Life aerial dance.
Okay.
That's at 3 o'clock, so that should be pretty interesting. And then they're trying to figure out who they're going to put on that stage after that.
Okay.
So you'll have to keep up with Facebook to figure that part out. And then
I think we should practice our singing this week. Maybe volunteer.
I'm in. We're going to be at the Matthias Golf Outing today, supporting the Matthias organization.
Yep.
I think why don't we do golf cart karaoke?
We can do golf cart karaoke. Maybe we'll record it and just play a video.
Yeah, golf cart karaoke.
All right, we'll throw this out to the Experience Burlington people. We'll probably get rejected, but we'll see.
Yeah. So stage 4, Brian, what's on stage 4?
So again, stage 4 on the corner of Washington and Pine Street. Burlington Dance Academy kicking it off at 10 a.m.
And that's why I will be here. My daughter will be on that stage dancing.
Cool.
She thinks she's dancing just in the street. She doesn't realize she's going to be on the stage yet. Yeah, like when they did this dance a couple weeks ago, like there's bright light shining at them. She said I couldn't see the crowd. This time they're going to see the crowd. So she's in for a little bit of a surprise. I didn't want to break it to her. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
And then at noon is that Bailey? I don't know how to pronounce it. Ballet. We're gonna butcher this, so we apologize.
Yeah.
The Ballet Folklorico La Perla Tapisha USA is the
I'm not really sure.
Not heard of them, so apologize again for any pronunciation errors on that. And then of course at 1 p.m. we'll finalize that with Brian Solon and the Tangerines.
Yeah. So if you notice, a lot of the stages they're kind of spaced out so you can see all of them. Like it's 10, then 11, then 12, then 1, then 2.
Well, and based on the names, it looks like a nice
variety
of different types of entertainment. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yep. Definitely looking forward to that. A lot of opportunity, a lot of talent. I think it's going to be a good time. But it's not just music. There's tons more happening in downtown this weekend, from balloon animals at Archives.
So these are all the special attractions. Special not meaning Vince and I, because we're not really special. So we are not on this list.
Yeah. So balloon animals at Archives. Next we have
Climb at the Loop. So Luke Common says the rock wall. So that should be pretty fun. That's gonna be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So check that out.
There's gonna be some games with Shooters Tavern. So Chris and his team's gonna be out here doing some games in the street with everybody.
Okay. I have a feeling with knowing Chris at Shooters, I have a feeling bags will be involved in that street activity.
I think it's gonna be bags, maybe a little chipping or putting.
Okay.
I think he was out here when we did kickoff summer event. He had you chipped a little like plastic golf ball into like a bag sport.
Okay.
It was pretty.
Cool.
And then
photo booth with Guy Finley, the Guy Finley studio.
And then we're gonna have some yard games in Chestnut Street Loop. So that's probably where you're gonna see Connect 4, maybe bags, things like that, ring toss, who knows.
And this next one's not, I can say it's not for me. Slime with stacked therapies. I don't like any slime, so I'm gonna stay away from that one, but I'm sure it's gonna be fun for the kids.
And then we got Spin the Wheel to Win with Kevin McSwain with Bank 59, our local mortgage guy. He's gonna be doing Spin the Wheel to Win.
And then Spinning Top and Yo-Yo Museum, which is right down here in Milwaukee. So they're going to be out there and about as well, doing different things.
Yeah. Then we have a succulent bar with Burlington Garden Center. So I'm not really sure if it is going to be, we're going to be making drinks from fresh herbs or something, or flowers. So that should be interesting to see.
And then Tinsel, Bows, and Braids Bar with Rosebud Beauty. So that's pretty cool.
Man. So my kid's going to have slime. And then they're going to get their hair done. And then they're going to finish off some water game at Time to Thrive Wellness. So interested to see what the water game is that Time to Thrive is going to be offering out there for us.
Very cool, very cool. And then yard games with Plymouth Church, which I believe is right off of Washington. They might have, their address might be Milwaukee, but because they take up that block down towards the fire department. So Plymouth Church, sounds like a lot of great options. So, and then don't forget the special features of Smurfs.
Oh, Smurfs.
Smurfs movie.
The little blue guys.
The little blue guys. I remember watching the Smurfs growing up. Wondering. There's a couple questions I have that was Smurfette. Shown at the Plaza Theater on Saturday multiple times: 10:15, 12:15, 2:25, 4:30, 6:35, and for your last late goers, 8:40. Great for families looking to cool off a bit after a long, hopefully nice, warm, sunny day. I haven't looked at the forecast.
Well, that's what we're jumping into next. Let's talk weather.
Well, there we go.
We're expecting it to be warm and humid. Now, weather forecasters are about 30% right. So if I'm wrong, don't shoot me. Warm and humid, upper 70s to low mid 60s. It's gonna be, I think, a beautiful day for our summer festivities.
So couple tips for heading out for the day when you get there. Arrive early and so you can get good parking. Don't forget to wear the comfy shoes for walking around. You'll have plenty of walking to do.
If you're climbing the loop wall, I don't know if they'll give you shoes, but they might recommend tennis shoes or closed-toed shoes. So just keep that in mind.
Stay hydrated and pack sunscreen. Obviously, there's different food and restaurant places you can dive into. Stores, of course, while you're doing your shopping.
Yep.
But put that sunscreen on, stay hydrated. bring cash for some of the vendors. I'd say most vendors take, anywhere from Square, Venmo, credit card, cash, but have the good cash on hand for some of the smaller vendors and stuff like that.
Yeah, and then keep an eye on the Experience Wisconsin Facebook page for any schedule changes, updates, added vendors. Great opportunity. So follow their Facebook page. And Brad, events like Experience Burlington Days really showcase how tight knit and vibrant Burlington's community is. It's about supporting your local businesses, raising funds for scholarships, and creating memories with your family, neighbors, and friends.
Couldn't agree more. It's events like this that I think remind us like what a great community Burlington is, Burlington area, because I know businesses and citizens from other surrounding communities definitely get involved. So it's a great supportive way to come and just really support the entire area.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us today on the Eagles Nest podcast. Hopefully we're going to see everyone in downtown Burlington this Friday. If you see Brad or I, stop by, say hi. Maybe I'll buy you a beer. I'm pretty known for that. So yeah, don't miss it. I'm Vincent Devall, the Eagles, Eagle Home Team, and Coldwell Banker Realty.
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.